Oh, well, my name's Fox, right? So I'm Fox, and this is the Ghost and Molly Mcgee. I think it's Necro-Comic-Con, and as well as, shit, what was the other one? Fit to Print, which also, if I'm switching back and forth to check on the audio, it's because I did my whole last video, and I lost all the audio for it, and then had to put it out with my camera audio, which is not the greatest sound quality. At least compared to my, Yeti. Give me 1 minute. I just realized she has 4 arms there. What the hell? So hopefully that's works and nothing gets messed up. But this is Necronaut, which we get kind of more on Molly and Necro-Comic-Con. Which one joke? It's a joke on the Necronomicon. But also, we get an episode with the Chens in it. And the more God, and here's the thing, the show apparently is about to end like in a week. So be prepared for a few Molly Mcgee episodes because I want to get these out before the finale, or the final episode at least. But pretty much Molly, Scratch, and Ollie go to the Comic-Con for ghost hunters. And you have Scratch here going dressed up as a ghost so that way he doesn't get spotted, but should come get all free swag. Molly and Ollie are completely against it, but are then eventually trying to get the Fenton thermos from the Chens, so that way, because the Chens are going to try to release the ghost to prove that ghosts exist so they can be popular. Which haunted objects, and it looks like the haunted house. Ecto Goo. Oh, that's like Ecto Cooler. Which honestly, when that came out, that was pretty freaking good. Like that was a high C drink, and it was really good. And this character, because okay, so I'm gonna try to speed through this a little bit because I have a lot that I gotta review real quick. But one of the big things that the Chens are like, reason why the Chens want to reveal their ghost hunting and stuff, is because of this guy who's like the biggest message board for ghosts, which I'm like, okay. But also on that flip note of that, I feel like again, this is coming from someone who watches Discovery Channel, who used to watch Discovery Channel a lot, as well as a bunch of ghost hunting shows. And is he supposed to be kind of a reference to the Ghost Adventures? Because like I could kind of see it with the black shirt, but other than that, I don't know if there's like another ghost hunter thing. And that's the thing, like I feel like there's a lot you could easily do to have like ghost hunter like ghost hunter parodies of that shit. Like if you really want some good ones, go watch the Supernatural show, and like is it the Ghost Chasers or something like that? Like episodes are really, really fun, and they make fun of the ghost hunting show. Mind you, I like ghost hunting stuff, and I love the idea of this. I love the Supernatural and all that stuff, and it's freaking great. That being said, there are some like really good movies like that who kind of make fun of like that type of genre, and I say that in the sense of we're here in Texas, New County, Mexico. Creepy image, cut back. Now we're walking up, talking with the owner of, like, that shit. That's fucking great. I'm like, yes! So yeah, like, I feel like you could have done a little bit with that. Like, make this dude, instead of some nerdy dude with a fedora, you could have made him, like, some buff dude with a tight black shirt and everything. That would have been freaking hilarious. But he's, like, the big shot one, and he's taking up, like these guys would also. I'm just saying, like, now, like, come on, Chens, I feel like you'd be able to do better than this shit. Like, come on. But pretty much, they're gonna release Ghost. This guy's kind of a jerk. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's also stuff like the Addams Family people coming back. They're like, can you sign my baby? It's like, babies! And then they only signed one. But also, I forgot that Lord Hater was freaking here as in that baby. Well, I remember the baby was possessed. I forgot his voice, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, Hater. Wait a minute. Protection amulet. Is that Amity's necklace? Technically not, because Amity's necklace is technically like completely circled, but it'd be funny if that was a reference to that.
Thanks, Lord Doom. Glad to see you thriving, bud.
I will devour your soul.
Out of context, that's great. But yeah, they come up with this whole idea of, okay, let's go ahead and steal the thing, and then Molly's heart is in the right place, I guess.
Ollie, I am loving the thought you put into naming these maneuvers, but instead of an elaborate plan to steal the phantom canister, maybe you could just, I don't know, talk to your parents?
I get you, Molly. I get you, but also in that same note, I don't think, saying everything you believe is a lie. Can we not do this? That would literally boost our family into like celebrity status with the ghost hunters and stuff like that. Though it kind of would, but then it also kind of wouldn't, because like the Chens were just gonna release it on stage. Like, I feel like you would be infamous at that point. Be like, not only did you show that there are ghosts here, you put all of us in danger. That being said, also, Mr. Expert with a fedora here challenges Scratch to a ghost knowledge episode. Oh, look, it's Molly's teacher. Ghost knowledge episode, or ghost knowledge contest, and keep calm, and I don't know what that says. Yeah. And pretty much they have a competition on what ghosts are right, and they're actually very, very wrong, obviously. Also, on that same note, I like this scene too. when Molly eventually goes, okay, let's do the plan.
Or after the wistful mailman. Or after the wistful mailman.
Wait.
Yeah, I'd love to prove it.
Scare feed.
I'm losing track of all the maneuver names. Are we doing the salmon flip before or after the wistful mailman?
Obviously before, Mol. No, I don't know.
Scrap the plans. We're going for a blitz. Just distract my parents and I'll grab the canister.
He's getting invested in the mailman.
I want to know what the mailman was. And I'm not gonna lie right now. I just think this is like a perfect shot from OLLIE Mcgee. Let's see. It's out of context. I just want someone to explain this image out of complete. I want someone who does not watch OLLIE Mcgee show them this image and say, "Tell me what you think this episode's about." I love this image. Like, it's so great. God. Also, another thing, June immediately knows that like her canister was wrong. Like it was off. Whatever was used to like whatever caught the ghost in it wasn't her canister. And like they set that up. They go through this whole thing trying to get the canister away.
Ow! I was just gotta go.
Hand gets smashed. These guys get sentenced to some dude's ass crack, and that is not a joke.
Question 136. The category is haunted habitats. Ghosts spend most of their time in
Dark Dungeon.
Ghost World.
The correct answer is Dark Dungeons.
Booyah!
Obviously, these people... And that's the thing. These people obviously don't know what ghosts actually do. And they just go off of... I don't know, cliches. Which is funny, too, because this guy was saying Scratch was a quote-unquote dressed up as a ghost cliche, which technically he is. But also, in that same note, you're a man who apparently just knows only cliches. Because this man somehow gets -8 points. I'm not sure how the hell that's possible. And this guy gets like 1,000-something points. Also, Andrea. Wait, does he have a half flip? He does.
Utterson really knows ghosts.
No, he doesn't.
Because he's winning.
I hate his hat.
Yes. And again, you had a reason. You had something that kind of changed, like, Ollie a little bit, where he was a little bit more insecure, I guess, like, for that one video episode. But I'm still questioning the reason for him. Like, here's the thing, like, a simple rewrite that could have changed this a bit more. That could have probably fixed this. I don't see the reason why we need the Chens. I don't see the reason why we need the Chens. Let me check the audio. I don't see a reason why we need the Chens. Because I've honestly, like, we had a set of characters from the first season. And I'm not saying you can't add new characters. That's not what I'm saying. But why do we, like, here's a simple fix. God, okay. Here's a simple fix, at least for me, the way I'm just seeing this. Like, we didn't need the Chens at all. If anything, there's two characters who don't have any backstory other than they're rich. Andrea's parents. Why not make the parents ghost hunters? Like, in a sense of, like, you could have it to where, like, I don't know, some weird shit, like the dad shows at one point, let me show you, like, finds out Molly's interested in ghosts, goes, here, let me show you my daughter's friend, you think you know ghosts, and then reveal suddenly, oh my god, he's a ghost, like, he studies ghosts and shit, and, like, the reason why he brought Davenport's whatever it was brought here was because originally, like, he had ran into a ghost here, and, like, he originally wanted to study ghosts, but then he needed to sell things. But he needed to sell some things, like, to make money, and eventually that became Davenport industry. But he's always kept an idea of wanting to chase down all the ghosts. Something like that. Like, and then, because that way then you can have the obsessed parents kind of thing. You can even have that the mom maybe is a little bit, I don't know. You could put something on that. Give those parents more something to do, kind of. And then it would also tie in with Andrea, which would build up on Andrea's character a little more, which I love Andrea. I love everything that's happened with Andrea, too. Don't get me wrong. But you can then make Andrea the Ollie in this scenario. Like, why did we need Ollie? Because then Andrea has a different personality than Molly. Every time I see Ollie, it just feels like they copy and pasted Molly. Just now he's hesitant because his parents are ghost hunters now, and I don't know.
Oh no, we're out of time, Molly.
Also, I do love this joke.
Okay, think. What if I run out there in a chicken suit and distract everyone?
Ollie, where would you even find a chicken suit at this hour?
I thought this con was for poultry guys, not poltergeists. I gotta read more carefully.
What? No.
I love how he, like, in a trance tried to go grab that chicken suit. What does that say? The most ghost in blue, defiant plushie? Plushie? I don't know what the hell that says.
Fully.
Like, I love that. That is a pretty funny joke. And he also then eventually, Scratch, like, after losing, he's like, you guys don't know what ghosts are?
Patterson wins!
Obviously.
No, this guy's a fraud. I would know because I'm a real ghost.
A costume under a costume? Where does it end? Oh, I've grown bored of you. Be gone.
Wow. And that's the thing, too, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just too overtime. We don't have enough of him. Like, here's the funniest shit. I hate Ronaldo with a goddamn passion. This man is Ronaldo light. And I say that in, I'm not saying that in, like, a negative. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. I want him to be Ronaldo proper. It's kind of what I want. I want this man to be to make me want to hate him as much, but I don't know, he's just kind of just, I don't know. Maybe we need more of him. But he could have been a good villain. He could have been a really cool villain also. Like, I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm the chairman of the ghost world.
I had them just beating the shit out of him. And me remembering, like, oh yeah, he is the chairman of the ghost world too. It's like, really? Like, and they obviously they don't believe him, but yeah. But anyways, Ollie tries his whole thing saying Aragos good.
Ollie, what are you talking about?
What if, hypothetically, not all ghosts are bad?
Huh?
Sorry, I just gotta keep checking this. Want to make sure it's going.
Maybe some give squishy marshmallow hugs and are actually kind, compassionate creatures.
I'll total you, father son.
Most of the time. 85 to 90%.
I swear I will.
Rounding up.
Rounding up.
Ollie, I'm so proud of the empathetic young man you've become. But you're dead wrong about ghosts.
They are evil and must be stopped.
Showtime!
Why would you
All
say
right.
ghosts are good? Don't you remember Halloween?
Also, I ain't gonna lie, she gives more of like another Molly vibe, like a weirder Volley vibe. Oh my god, they could have just switched June and Ollie over, and it probably would have been a better setup.
You didn't save Brighton, June. A good ghost did.
Come on, June. Time to expose.
Okay, just hear me out. Again, I know I harp on the chins, I think, every time that I can get. If you switch, okay, no, we'll go to the end. But pretty much, June does get brought over to the Molly side.
Captive ghosts!
I will devour your soul.
I kind of want that plush. Mr. Shek might be able to make it.
What? The ghosts were right here!
And they were really, really scary.
All I see is indisputable proof of
Why does he keep pulling a hat out? God, he's literally that. I guess that's the idea. He's that message board guy, like, fedora, my lady. Also, I feel like the Chins would have better graphic design. I don't know.
That wasn't you, was it?
No.
Why do you have a gold chain?
Was it you?
It was me. I couldn't figure out how my canister worked. The polarity was all wrong, but if
Yeah, because even her design gives more like an opposite Molly vibe. She could have been a good, like, she could have been the Chen that, like, okay.
did it, that would explain things.
June for the save. Thanks, sis.
If you say ghosts can be good, well, I don't want my tech hurting good ghosts. I'm going to have to do more experiments.
Speaking of, you are gonna love
Let
Scratch.
me back in, or at least throw my swag out here.
Also, Scratch forgot he could phase through the walls. But, yeah, like, just like, okay. So, I'm sticking on this too damn long. But the idea, like, if you think about it, you have her be the Chen that makes friends with Molly instead first. Having the girl who, like, wants to study and experiment ghosts with science and stuff, or control them with science and stuff, and then you have Molly obviously just love and compassion and shit, and then them kind of becoming friends or just straight enemies and stuff like that would make more sense. And then you could also have Ollie be kind of how he's in season 1, where they kind of like, but then like he's more like, or not season 1, the beginning of the season, where he's more angry, like more like gung ho about it. It's just straight gung ho. I don't know. It'd be better than it's having Molly and Ollie just pretty much be mirrors of each other, but not in the sense of, let's say, Owl House, where the Collector is a mirror of season 1 Luz, or Bellos is a version of Luz that falls in line with the society and falls in line with like the ideas that the society just tells her, instead of thinking for yourself and just following that dogma. Like there's a like Molly and Ollie are just like a mirror feedback. It's just like a feedback of the same character. It's like,
My dignity, but give me my free bandana.
Hello, Scratch. I'm June. I have lots of questions about ghosts.
See, I'd love, like, then she eventually becomes friends and starts wanting to study them science-wise. Maybe she makes some science tech to help ghosts. I don't know.
Finally, Someone who knows the real deal when they say, "Wow, ooh,
Yes,
wow."
he is very marshmallowy. Now, as an experiment, I'd like to maybe touch his eye goop a little.
Whoa. You want to experiment on me?
Yes.
See, I love that.
All right, I got a good one for you. Let's see how many tacos I can eat in one sitting.
What will that prove?
Hey, who's the ghost here?
He does.
Well, it could prove if food does equal more ectoplasmic energy or ectoplasm that he generates.
Doesn't have to prove ghosts are good. Just ghosts aren't all bad, right?
Hopefully.
Also, we should do a similar experiment with ice cream, you know, for science.
Okay, and I will say this is the one where the final stinger didn't make me laugh. I was like, all right. Okay, I pretty much just had to break up the audio just in case. But, okay, this one, maybe I'll get through it faster, maybe I won't. Who the hell knows? Also, I'm pretty sure this was the girl that was next to Andrea. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that is her. Yep, that is exactly the same background character. I don't know if she has a name. But,
School newspaper goes bust.
A real.
also, I love the... I guess Molly's Canadian cousin went missing. But, who the hell is searching for her, too? But anyways, they have a school newspaper that's going under. Molly's like, I can save it. Trying her best, giving everyone there, you know, their jobs.
You're my go-to sports gal.
I'll knock it out of the park.
Nashua, cafeteria food critic.
What the hell is a Nashua?
Lunch lady Olga doesn't pull punches. Neither will I.
And then Andrea's fashion, which actually I love what she says.
To a dull roar.
Also, what is with this dude?
Sorry, Mr. Fam. Andrea, you're on culture and fashion.
I'll give you the who, wore, what, when, where, and why it was a mistake.
God. And that's the thing, too. Andrea has such... maybe it's just like an Andrea fan. But Andrea has such a good, like, range of interests in this damn show that it's just like, why don't you give her more to do? Like, legitimately, there's so much you can follow with this girl.
Something so juicy, even the perfect Borg post will be jealous.
Sounds like a job for the Bloodhound of Truth.
And the Scoop Snoop.
Come on, who calls you that?
Look, you want the help of a supernatural entity that can make himself invisible, glide through solid walls, and knows all the best lunch spots or not?
Okay, Scoop Snoop, let's rock.
Ow!
Now for the dirty work. Selling ads. I've been out here
Yeah.
all day, and the only ad I've sold is to Weird Larry. I really don't think the baby skunk daycare is going to take off like he hopes.
I don't think so either. Also, this part is pretty much they come here. There's 100% turnip burger, which I did first at the first one. I'm like, why is this Guy Fieri lady here? And then I'm like, why is 100% turnip burger a thing? I'm like, all right, she's getting ads, why not? Until they find out that a lot of this has to do, that the main story that they find out is why these turnip burgers taste so good. Which also, first, this is a
Are
great
you
joke.
in to protect our freedom of press by sponsoring an ad?
Also, like, this is part, like, I was watching this and I was like, it's weird how she said this.
Brighton Bugle.
Not
Well,
Molly.
we do need to advertise our new 100% Brighton turnip burger.
Okay, so now I didn't realize that she does go. So I guess she already was like, it's also already hinting at like the twist, I guess.
What the heck? I'm supporting local turnip farmers. I might.
Wait a minute, how much is that paper?
100% Brighton turnip burger.
Oh, cents 55. Never mind. 2 cents each. What the hell? Yeah, no wonder your paper's going under. Why? Why? What?
What the heck? I'm supporting local turnip farmers. I might as well support local journalism too. Let's go for it. We'll take a full page in every future edition of the Bugle.
Also, this is great.
Back off! I'm saving journalism here!
She's like, okay, Jesus. She's not that, or she's trying to hide that she's coming to eat here from Molly. Also, I will say this song is pretty decent, but also what I find funny is
Especially when it's my brother.
oh wait.
Maybe you can sneak inside that bag in the back of a area. Booty sm- some fa-
Is it? Okay.
That's criminal. Ooh, that sounds true.
Let me see. It literally has the go get that, guys, go get that dish. Oh, that's so it sounds juicy. It took me a minute. I read it. I'm like, hold on a minute. It pretty much, these are all the lyrics. They just put it on the newspaper. I'm like, that's kind of funny.
Go get that gossip. Go get that dish. That's criminal. Ooh, that sounds juicy. Very suspicious.
Pretty much, Libby and Scratch are trying to find a story. Also, Andrea's like maybe future girlfriend, most likely. Girlfriend is on Tween Vogue, which also on that same note, is a magazine usually supposed to be that thick like a book?
I wonder, was I wearing the clothes, or were the clothes wearing me? Mr. May.
Random thought that's never brought back up, and I guess it's just this idea of trying to sound deep while she writes a story.
Prince, with or without a comment from Goldie.
Finish, boss.
Not
Also, wait,
wearing the
is it?
clothes when it's my
Oh man, it must have been during the song. There's a really. Hold on.
Look at the bus driver.
Oh, it's right here. It's right here. I love this part.
They got hot dogs.
Andrea's about to murder this girl again. Andrea has not looked at Molly like this since episode 1. This girl's ready to kill her. Toilet paper conspiracy. Treat.
They're tasting cafeteria pizza sauce.
Middling at best.
Jesus.
especially when it's my the story.
Food cracking must be pretty
with or
fun.
without a
It is for
comment
good
from
fun.
Goldie.
Finish, boss.
Nashua, this is not 6 colon inches. Get it down to a page.
I can't possibly do justice to square-shaped pizza in one page.
Because you know so what everyone believes is like the best school pizza food was the square shaped pizza, which I'm trying to think if that's I don't know. I don't know. All I know is every time I ever tried school food, like I'm like, wow, this tastes like ass. I'd rather go home and eat. I don't know, and that's the thing too. I also really liked like God. I'm not like let me rephrase that. I never liked. No. Okay. Chocolate milk in a plastic bottle. Pretty great. Chocolate milk and or any milk in one of those cartons that schools have tastes like cardboard. And they taste awful. Like, by God. I don't know. I hated school. I hated school and I hated that. And that's the thing too. I would love to learn shit from like a teacher or something like that. Also, don't get me wrong, especially nowadays. But on that same note, I do realize that a lot of the reason why I hated school is because school's kind of shit how they teach. So, you know, whatever.
Slice blend. The slicing technique.
So if, in other words, if you're watching this and you're in school, try to enjoy learning like what you like. Me personally, don't give a shit about subjects you don't like. If you need to, maybe cheat. I'm just saying. Also, I need to do a review on the Danny Phantom comic because I rewatched Ultimate Enemy for that, which is the Danny Phantom episode where he sees his future self, which is the comic kind of ties into that. And by God, would I not be more on Danny's side to just goddamn cheat on that test? Like, by God. Like, I was just like, hey, look, Ghost and Ghost. But
The mouth feel.
Turnips.
One page. And stop saying mouthfeel. It's freaking people out.
it's coming from Molly Mcgee. Also, I love this one too. This has a lot of this one I think has funnier jokes in it than the last one did.
The facial expressions. These photos really tell a story.
And that story is I have this for 4 to 6 weeks.
Also, one of her articles said was lacrosse not as great as turnip ball. Which I'm like, all right, continuity.
Take one for the team, Sheila. Libby, you got my front page story? Is it juicy? In depth?
Yeah, but in either case, Flavor Burger, which I guess is like their version of Whataburger, sends them some burgers. They try it.
I'd say integrity is its own reward, but this is pretty good too.
100% Brighton turnips. Ugh. Do I even want to try this?
Can I just say this right now? I want to know how these FYI, they're not turnips, they're parsnips from Perfect Work. How do these taste? Because because here's the thing, like, I am someone who eats who eats meat a lot. Like, I can make for me personally, I love a really good burger. That being said, like, if there was an alternative, like, I think I tried some Impossible Nuggets, but also thinking back, I think they just gave me regular nuggets. I gotta try, I don't know. But if there's, like, because here's at least how I kind of go into certain foods. If you're going into a food expecting another food, you're not gonna like it. Like, that's the thing. If you go, let's say you go to the dollar store and you buy their Oreo, you buy their cookie, their chocolate cookies with cream in the center, you know, the Oreo knockoffs, and you eat it thinking about Oreos, you're not gonna like it. Like, that's what I've kind of learned, at least about food, and maybe this is just me being stupid, but that's what I've learned. If you're going into if you're being like, ooh, this is gonna taste just like an Oreo, bite into it, and you're like, this doesn't taste anything like an Oreo, you're not gonna like it. But if you go into it as it is a cookie that does not taste like an Oreo, it's gonna have its own flavor, its own whatever's, and eat it, you're probably gonna like it more. Like, that's at least I don't know how if anyone else like that, but like, that's at least kind of how my take on it is. So, like, if I go into something like a veggie burger, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, I'm going to compare this to an actual burger, because no, it's most likely not going to taste that way. Unless we figured out, like, which is a possibility, figured out how to switch flavors around and, like, add it to where this has the flavor of this burger, of an actual burger, but it's made from vegetables, then by God, that'd be astounding. But unless that happens, no, you don't go into it expecting it to be a cheeseburger. Taste like a cheeseburger. It could be a veggie substitute, which, honestly, I want to know what these taste like, because apparently it tastes really goddamn good.
Oh, is it that bad?
No, that good. This is delicious. Celery, carrot, oregano, and something else, but I can't.
Why does he have cowboy shoes?
It's delightful, but strange.
These are the best burgers I've ever had.
How did Flavor Burger make turnips taste this delicious? It's impossible.
It is. It really is. They say it later. But yeah, these two get on the case. Scratch. This is pretty funny. Scratch sharing with the raccoon. They go in there. As soon as I saw Borg and then I saw Ips at the end, I'm like, oh, is it? I thought turnips, like Perfect Borg turnips. Like, nope, it's actually parsnips, which I love the image of, like, no, they're actually were glowing. Perfect Borg parsnips, which Molly then has to decide whether or not she can print the paper or not. Scratch tries to tell her his opinion, and
From the story, we're sunk.
Well, I mean,
Can I really bury a story like this? Could I even call myself a journalist? Oh, but then again, what good is journalism if there is no paper? Do I silence the story or the bugle?
well, it seems like you don't actually want my input here, so I'm just gonna let you figure this out on your own.
A wise person once told me, journalism is about truth, no matter where it takes us.
and I love the Scratch. He's like, He's like, I don't think you want my help. But also, to be fair, what would it look like in front of everybody if she just started talking to the air? But yeah, they run the story. They lose the sponsorship show. It looks like everything's going under, and everyone just goes ape shit over this.
Parsnips from Perfect Borg? How could they?
Honestly, me looking at this episode more and more, it is this. I like this. This one was way funnier than the last one. Just everyone's overreaction over this, and not only that, it's an overreaction over, like, just something they thought was great. Also, is this a JoJo reference? It's an overreaction of something that they really, really liked. Like, not gonna lie, this would be me. It's like, I don't give a shit. It still tastes really good.
Flavor Burger betrays Brighton. Turn down
the flavor. You don't understand. You can't make turnips tasty. I tried.
Thank you, Galfieri.
Really tried.
They lose their funding. The paper looks like it's going under. Molly tries to be positive.
Paper will be fine.
Also, no loitering. They're loitering.
Positive mental attitude. Everything will be all right. Team Rat object.
Bugle shuts down.
It's
Again, it's maybe because you're selling the paper at 2 cents.
been an honor. 6. Integrity. So
Like, I'm just saying, like, the paper costs more than the 2 cents you're probably making for these papers. Like the physical material itself costs more than 2 cents. So then my question, like, I don't know, raise it to $1 or $2 maybe. I don't know. Go digital. I don't know. Aw, slow clap.
guys, you know I've always wanted a slow clap just for me.
Is this the Brighton Bugle newsroom?
And then they get more responses from everybody in town.
Ad for my bakery.
Us too.
Me 3. But you all turned me down yesterday.
That was
Also, this is the chick who was in the Ghost
before you
Con.
became the #1 news source in town. Joni Pataki just announced it this morning.
Joni Pataki with KWP. Now your #2 source for local news behind the Brighton Middle School Bugle. I didn't go to grad school for this.
How bad do you have to be at your job that school why are so many people reading a school newspaper? What is happening? Great, another job for Molly to deal with. Bugle save. Is it democracy though? Like, no one voted on this. Is it democracy? Like, is it even really a win? Cause like, just say like here, like, the reason paper went under is because obviously the paper didn't make money. And the only reason now that you're able to make the paper is because it's making money. So it's more just capitalism both shutting down and then allowing you then to do it more because I feel like it's just a capitalism loss in general. Like, I don't know.
What did I say about keeping the enthusiasm to a minimum?
Have you been sleeping all day? Also, took her 6 hours to both ruin and then save the newspaper.
The Ghost and Molly Mcgee.
But yeah, that's the Necro Comic Con, I believe what the episode was, and then the print in. Fit to print, yeah. So episodes are fine. I honestly think the second episode was better than the first one. And I don't know, it's just the idea, because again, the Chens are just such a weird spot for this. And the thing is, like, apparently Molly McGee's ending soon, which I don't think they're getting a finale. That's why I don't want to say finale. Like, the last episode is coming out soon, like on the 13th. So, like, it's not a finale where, like, it's the end that's going to tie everything together. I think it's just the end. Like, I feel like this, like, Molly McGee's kind of getting a wander over yonder boot to the door, which kind of sucks. But maybe Molly McGee will live on in some way or form in some other show that I maybe are not be making in some way that there may be a character based off of Molly McGee and such. But anyways, let's see. But anyways, these episodes were alright. They were fun. The Necronomicon one is the best thing out of the Necronomicon one was, or is,
1, 2, 3, go!
is this goddamn face. That face and, like, this entire scene just looks amazing. Like, there's no reason for any of this shit. There's a reason for, like, the ghosting, but there's no reason for her to sit on it to fly. There's no reason for it to latch onto OLLIE and drag it. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. The weakest part of this season is the Chens for me. But let's see how the next few episodes go. Maybe it'll change some things up. And maybe they'll make their existence needed more. But again, every time I see OLLIE, I just think, wow, you could have had Libby Andrea, like one of the other characters in here. I don't think we needed male Molly to be here. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Sure, I've done links from Facebook, traditional our videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. I honestly, June joining the team is kind of great, but I don't know. It just feels like it's slightly off. I feel like you could do more with this idea. Like, again, making Andrea's parents ghost paranormal investigators probably would have been a smarter idea, because then you'd have higher advanced technology. You have maybe they've been always scoping Brighton. Like, there's a bunch of stuff you could have done with it, and then you obviously have Andrea tie in with Molly more than just... Because it's really weird that Andrea hasn't joined the ghost group yet. The ghost friends. It's really weird. Like, I feel like you could easily do that. Like, I don't know, maybe Andrea's supposed to be like just like the regular friend, quote unquote regular, even though she's kind of rich. I don't really know at this point. But and like just supposed to tie in more when Molly does more ground to earth stories, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I honestly I don't know. So anything else, like, just watch the videos and we'll see you later. I still got I think 2 more episodes. Technically 4 episodes before the finale. I think. But I'm not sure, but I am still enjoying these.